A simple kiss changed everything in an instant. She froze, eyes wide, as if she felt something she never believed she could feel, that I end that moment. The love she didn't know existed began to consume her completely. The kiss happened in a kitchen lit by the soft glow of a late-night lamp, a mundane setting suddenly sacred. We stood close enough to hear the quiet pulse of the fridge, the world narrowing to the tremor that traveled between us. When our lips met, her breath hitched and time stretched, the air thick with possibility. Then, as if a switch had been flipped inside her, she froze, every muscle locking in place, eyes widening with a mix of astonishment and a dawning, unfamiliar warmth. The moment pressed on us, insisting we notice what this kiss might awaken. There's a twist in the story that no one knows about, so stay in the story. Her gaze drifted inward, searching for a map to the new terrain unfurling inside her chest. I waited, unsure whether to pull her closer or step back and let the moment devour us both. The room felt larger, the walls more intimate, as if the house itself leaned in to witness the birth of something between us. She didn't smile at first. She inhaled slowly, letting the sensation bloom rather than fleeing from it. In that breath, I sensed a truth she hadn't known she carried, the seed of a feeling powerful enough to redefine us. We had built a routine of care and quiet certainty, a safe harbor carved from years of shared mornings and stubborn compromises. Yet the kiss revealed a crack in the armor, a doorway she hadn't realized existed. The warmth grew and curled around her heart, turning fear into curiosity, certainty into wonder. It wasn't simply attraction. It's as if a long-suppressed current of tenderness, affection, and longing surged forward, threatening to rewrite every sentence we had written about us. The revelation didn't scare her. It invited her to explore something newly sacred. She stepped back, palms grazing the countertop, as if to steady herself against a temporary tremor in reality. I watched the play of emotions cross her face, surprise, relief, something close to reverence, before she found her footing again. The kiss, once a simple act, had become a catalyst. It invited questions she hadn't allowed herself to ask. How much of love is learned? How much is discovered? What would it mean to let a feeling she didn't know exist dictate the next chapter, instead of the familiar map we'd followed for years? Conversations that night drifted toward uncharted waters. We spoke softly, carefully choosing words as if they might shatter the fragile seed of this new sensation. She admitted a growing tenderness that felt both exhilarating and terrifying. I shared my own tremors of hope and fear. How quickly a moment can become a mentor, teaching us to listen to a language we forgot how to hear. The kitchen, once a place of routine, became an altar where we acknowledged the possibility of a love deeper than the one we'd known. Days followed with a curious mix of reverence and uncertainty. We walked through ordinary days with a heightened awareness, noticing tiny signals we'd once overlooked. The way her eyes lingered a moment longer, the gentler edge to her smile, the way she touched my hand as if promising to protect this fragile transformation. The love she discovered didn't erase the past. It reframed it, coloring memories with new hues. We learned to allow tenderness to lead, even when fear whispered that change could be dangerous. We began shaping a new rhythm, not a rebellion against the old, but a careful integration of this awakening into the life we shared. Boundaries shifted, conversations deepened, and the simple act of listening became a daily ritual. She spoke about vulnerability as a strength, not a risk, and I echoed the sentiment, with a quiet willingness to follow her lead. The kiss wasn't a disruption. It was a doorway to a truer version of us, one that could endure the test of time if nurtured with honesty and patience. There were moments of doubt, when the sweetness of discovery threatened to tilt into something overwhelming. We practiced kindness when fear surfaced, reminding each other that love isn't a singular moment but a continuous practice. The new feeling wasn't a destination, it was a compass, pointing us toward a future where love grows through attention, empathy, and a shared commitment to uncover what truly matters. We chose to walk forward together, hand in hand, with the fear acknowledged but not allowed to govern us. Weeks became a gentle cadence, rather than a dramatic turning of the wheel. We revisited old routines with fresh eyes, weaving the fresh warmth into daily life, without sacrificing the comfort that had once defined us. The kiss remained a touchstone, a reminder of how a single breath can open a new corridor of the heart. We learn to celebrate small awakenings and to hold space for the ongoing exploration of what love can become when allowed to evolve naturally. Today, the transformation feels less like a spark and more like the steady glow of a hearth we've rebuilt together. The love she discovered continues to expand, consuming old fears and doubts while inviting greater intimacy and trust. The kiss that started it all became a catalyst for a deeper companionship, where vulnerability is cherished and curiosity leads the way. We don't pretend the future is without risk, but we face it with a shared courage, knowing that what we've found may outgrow the past, and that's a gift worth protecting. Magnifying glass tilted right, old key.